Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed at the channel where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. We have a new moon coming up. Woo, that's what we're going to talk about today. It's coming up on April 5th. It's the new moon in Aries. It happens at 4:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So make sure that you check to see what time that is in your time zone, because making our new moon intentions before the moon is new is never a good idea. Just going to put that out there. Okay, so what are we talking about? Oh, make sure you check out your sun, your moon, your rising. Your sun sign is how you feel inside. It's your soul. And your moon sign is how you feel about the kind of the emotional reaction to the things that happen to you in your life. And your rising sign is how you interact with the world. It's how the world views you. It's kind of like your personality. All right, so there is a calculator below that will, help you figure that out. To get you an accurate rising sign, you would need to know what time you were born. Okay, so let's see what we're talking about here. I want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments. You're helping me grow my channel, and I really appreciate it. And as a matter of fact, if you could hit that thumbs up right now and help me continue to grow my channel, it would really mean so much. So I'm looking at these cards, and they're very interesting, and I feel like we have a couple of things happening at once. Okay, so let's start with the bad news. We got the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about, and it's not necessarily bad news, because by the time you get to the Eight of Cups, you're done. Like, I've had enough of this, and I'm emotionally walking away. So, like, the pain is pretty much over. The dissatisfaction, the regrets, because you have that Four of Cups energy where you're sitting there going, I don't want to deal with this. And then you have the Five of Cups where you're feeling all this regret and remorse. And then the Six of Cups is like you're remembering when things were good. And the Seven of Cups is like, I have so many choices, what's the best one? And then the Eight of Cups is like, okay, well, I'm out of here. So the decision's been made, and that's actually a good thing. It's better than sitting there in that energy of the Four of Cups where you're like, I'm not even dealing with this. And you've moved through the regret and the looking back, and and all that stuff. I think was pretty much, Mercury in retrograde is really good for doing that, looking back and looking over things and trying to decide what you want to do. And now Mercury's gone direct, and it was in your where was that? That was in your fifth house of romance, fun, creativity. So you're feeling a little stifled there. And so now things are moving forward, and you're like, I don't know what, maybe, but not this. You could be at that part. And so I feel like it had to do with, trying to create financial stability. It might have been a marriage. It might have been. But it might have been work related. And the reason I say that is we have this Nine of Wands here, which is, that was just a lot. There was a lot of burden. There was a lot of burden involved in it. And even though this is a new moon, we're in the middle of the Libra full moon sandwich, right? Where we started with the, on the 21st of March, where it was at 0 degrees of Libra, we were like, okay, we're letting this go. And we are actually going to complete that till we get to the full moon in Libra again. That's rare. But it happens on 19th of April. And so in between, there's just kind of like this long letting go in order to plant the seeds so we can start something new. And I kind of feel like that's where you're at. And so when we're talking about this moon happening in your sixth house of day-to-day activities, work-life balance, right? So retrograde had you looking back at your romance and everything, and now you're trying to find the balance again in your life. That's where you should be putting your focus on, because I feel like you've been stifled and put in held down from your creative energies. And now, if you can focus on what you want with this new moon energy, on how you're going to create that work-life balance for yourself, how you can, so things that just, after you come out of a breakup, it's the same things you want to worry about, right? You want to start, taking care of your health. That's really important. You want to try to figure out, okay, how do I move this part of my life forward in, like with work? Okay, so how do I have enough time for fun, because you've been missing out, and work? Because maybe while you were dealing with all the emotional energies, now it's time to find that balance. So it's kind of like time for yourself to heal, to nurture yourself. And we do have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. And this is kind of like that nurturing of yourself and nurturing of your finances, that work situation, and how do I create the abundance for myself in all of the arenas of my life. Because Ten of Pentacles is like having it all. It's financial security, but it also has that whole home and family security aspect to it. And the Queen of Pentacles is about nurturing where you're at and growing it bigger. But it's very much like the King of Pentacles, if you think of him as a farmer who's like tilling the fields and producing a lot of food for a lot of people. And the Queen of Pentacles would be like the person who has the garden at home that's nurturing it to grow the food to feed her own family. So this is really about taking care of you. This is creating abundance for yourself. Even though this is a Ten of Pentacles, and I know you want to get there, whether your Nine of Pentacles energy is all about creating financial security and abundance and emotional stability for yourself. Ten of Pentacles is now I can include other people. And so maybe you want to get to that space. But there's something you had to walk away from. There was too much. You had to put down some of those wands and move forward. Nine of Wands is too many wands. Eight of Wands is movement forward. It's energy. It's a lot of energy, and it might be too much energy. But the 9 is like, okay, now I'm feeling burdened. By the time you get to the 10, you just want to drop them all. And you should. Maybe drop most of them. Okay. But you're at the 9 of Wands where you were beat up. And so I think this emotionally walking away is actually setting down a wand, put you back in that 8 of Wands energy where it's a lot. So finding the balance. Finding the balance. You know, how can I create the stability in this balance for myself? I can keep moving. So I don't lose all the ground I've gained through the years, but now I can open up that emotional, creative energy again and start moving forward. That's a lot. This is the biggest wind up to any of the things I've had yet. So that's some heavy duty stuff going on with you. But Scorpio, you have a really big year going on. So keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. I'm very proud of you. I see that the progression that we're getting. So it's been working out really great. Okay, let's just keep going, right? Just keep going. You figured out some stuff. You're learning things. You're moving forward. You're doing great. And you're being asked to look at the bigger picture. You have the full moon in Sagittarius card. Ooh, bonus card under here. You and your loved ones are safe. That's that Queen of Pentacles, nurturing and taking care of. That's that 10 of Pentacles. So the emotional thing that you walked away from may have been a job situation. It may have been a bad family situation. It might not be a relationship, like intimate partnership relationship. But there's something that's been really, really hard for you. And so maybe you just had to let go and walk away from something. It could have been a career. It could have been bad group of friends. It could have been something, anything like that that was a big deal. It was a lot of energy to have to walk away from. But you are safe and you are protected. You just needed to release it and let it go. So let's just see what else we have here. Not everything is a big breakup. A lot of times walking away from things that are not working in our life is that healing process that we came here to do. And Scorpio, for you, learning to trust, emotionally trust people. That's a big deal. That's something that you're really working on. That's your lifelong mission. So finding some fun. You have hobbies. You have hobbies. So get out there and have some fun. Find something that you enjoy doing to create that work-life balance, right? There's been not enough play. And so you have to keep the faith. So I feel like this is having faith in the process. It is a process. And you have religion and spirituality, which in your case could be either or. But if you're listening to this video, we're probably talking spirituality, right? And so this is contact with your higher self. Oh, maybe that's what you had to walk away from. I know for me, I was raised Catholic, and developing my spirituality made me have to look at things a little differently. get the bigger picture, right? I had to get the bigger picture. And I am not knocking Catholic religion. And I'm not saying I'm not Catholic. I'm just saying that I had to look at things differently than I had been raised to look at it. So you might be struggling with this religion versus spirituality thing, and you might have to make some decisions about that. But whatever, keep the faith. Keep in contact with your spirit guides. Keep in contact with God and the divine and the angels. There's so much more. There's so much more, right? Every time you open up another door, you're like, wow, this room is even bigger than the one I just came out of. Wow. And so stepping out of the box, sometimes it's a big deal. All right, so you have a lot of cards. I'm running out of room here. All right. All right, let's do this. Let's get some help with holding those up. All right. I still have 4 decks. Oh, 3 decks to go. I'll be like sticking them on my forehead next. All right. Oh my goodness. So you know I banged the table to get the energy out of the cards. And it makes everything move. It really does. It gets things moving. All right, hold on. We have another one. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We don't want to leave the 10 of Pentacles behind. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. Hotties. Bring these up here. So we're making some space down there. I'll try not to bang the table so hard. Oh my gosh. I've had them fall a couple times today, but that was the most. Oh my goodness. Scorpio, Spirit really has so much to tell you. Okay, so look. You're between worlds. That's that emotionally walking away from what is not working. That is setting down that one. That is moving forward. Like you are safe and you are protected and you're moving to a much better place. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith, right? Believe in yourself. Believe in where you're going. Believe in what you're doing. Become an observer of life. This is getting that bigger picture. Become an observer of your life. Become an observer from a higher perspective. Like really step back and see what you can see. Whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, when you step out of the box. And you can see everything that's in the box, and now you can see what's around the box. And it's a great way to start really going, oh, wait, that wasn't working. I need a little more clarity. I need a little more information. I need a little more, you know, way to go. I need a better setup. I will figure it out one day. I've only been doing this for 5 months. I'm super excited because I don't know if I told you this, I really appreciate all your likes, your shares, and your comments. Please keep doing that. You're helping me grow my channel, and it's exciting. So we also have a message in a bottle. Okay, this could be a message from Spirit. It could be a message of support from someone in your world who loves you and supports you and wants to be there for you, right? It's actual information coming to you. And it's emotional. Because look, it's in the water. So whatever this message is, it's going to touch your heart in a very good way. This is a positive card. So step back, be an observer of your life. Get the bigger picture. Information is coming to you. I don't think it helps that the furnace is on and it's blowing on it. Okay, we're just making room for the more cards that are coming along because we have crossing bridges. So you're definitely moving forward. You're leaving some stuff behind. Ooh, it says passion and pleasure. Again, it's that work-life balance. You have been working really hard and not having enough fun. You need a bigger perspective of what's happening and what's going on. You need to be a bigger observer of life and get the bigger picture. And oh my gosh, you have so much happening here. I don't even know what to do with it all. And I'm not redoing this video. I'm not. There's too much information here. I would feel like I was ripping you off. So, put up with the messiness. Life is messy. Oh my God, we're done. Just done. Life is messy, right? And so you have to walk away from what's not working and create order out of chaos sometimes. But you're between worlds. You're moving forward. Crossing the bridge. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Just, and hopefully everything. You know, were you the ones? I think you're the ones that had the tower situation come up for April. Because that's what that looked like. Ooh! Here you go, Scorpio. Get in touch with your sexuality. You have been in sexuality. Okay, yes. We talk a lot about that. Oh, we have healer too. Okay. Scorpio, everybody knows that sexuality is important to you. That's your lead-in, right? You know. But it's also the seat of your creativity. It is the seat of your creativity. And so if you've been being stifled romantically, creatively, emotionally walking away from a situation that's not allowing you to be creative in your life, that is not allowing you to fully express yourself. So take a higher vantage point. See the picture clearly. Your family is protected. You are protected. Just believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing and keep moving forward, right? And find that work-life balance. So when you're writing your new moon, oh, I can't believe how long this video is. When you're writing your new moon intentions, I want you to think in the terms of what you want. I am emotionally satisfied. I am financially secure. I am in a fulfilling, well-balanced, healthy relationship. Whatever the I am is. I am this, I am that. And then make sure you're writing what you're grateful for. Take a look at your life. This is that look at the bigger picture. There is good stuff. So write it down and be grateful to the universe so they can bring more of it into you. All right, well, that's a lot. I will see you back here. I don't even know. I think I'm doing Scorpio. I hope I'm doing Scorpio. This video was so long. I will see you back here. Scorpio. I will see you back here for the full moon and Libra reading, and I will see you here for the weeklies. I think you're going to be fine. It's just a process, and you're working through it. You're working through it, Scorpio. This feels good. It doesn't feel easy, but it feels good. All right, I'll talk to you soon.